everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame. Today I'm going to talk about Benlysta. Before I get started, if you would take a second and like and subscribe, that would super help me out. So I have done Benlysta videos in the past. If you're interested in looking at some of them, I'll put some, and then also so you can, the main thing I want to talk about is how to help yourself when you're taking Benlysta. It is probably the most painful shot I've ever experienced because the actual liquid is very thick. And so you can feel it going into you. It stings and burns and hurts, and it's like not the most enjoyable thing you will experience. I've had a lot of shots over the years. Like I had the betamethasone shot in my butt when I had preterm labor with my son because they had to like increase his lung function real fast just in case he came out way early. That one was pretty painful. Of course, all the, other shots, COVID, DTaP, like tetanus, like all of them. And the Benlysta shot, which I have to take weekly, is literally the worst shot I have ever experienced. If you're watching this for a family member, know that. Like they're not, just know that. It's a really painful shot. So here are some tricks that I have found that really help with the pain of it. Number one, this is one that a nurse told me about. It's the ice cube trick. And what you do is you take an ice cube and you put it on your skin for a while, honestly a few minutes, not ice cube against skin because I actually gave myself frostbite once, not even lying, because I put it on my skin, it got super numb and I just forgot about it. So my skin was like, it was so bad. I froze my skin. I froze the heck out of my skin. But what you want to do is you want to put it in a little paper towel and then put it against your shot site, wherever you're going to put your shot that day, and just leave it there for like a couple minutes until it's nice and cold and numb, and then you put your shot in that spot and it greatly decreases the pain. Another thing you can do, and this one's kind of risky, it is an option. Your shot is still viable up to 12 hours outside of the fridge. If it's any longer than that, then you have to throw it away. But the longer you leave it out, the thinner the liquid gets. So if you leave it out for 4 hours instead of 30 minutes, which is what they say to do at the doctor's office, then it'll hurt less. If you leave it out for 6 hours, it'll hurt even less. I have never left it out for more than 8 hours just because I'm super paranoid about it going bad and being ineffective when I put it into my body. But I will say that one time I did leave it out for 8 hours, it did not hurt very much at all. So if you're nervous about this, definitely talk to your doctor about it, because I'm just telling you what a doctor told a friend of mine who also has Benlysta. So just make sure, you do your due diligence and don't just listen to me because I'm not a doctor. I'm not. Another thing that actually greatly decreases the pain is putting it in your stomach. So I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this because I have found if I put it in my stomach, it does not affect me as much throughout the week as if I put it in my thigh or butt. So just know that if it does help you in your stomach and you are, not like me where it doesn't seem as effective in the stomach, definitely do the stomach. I was doing the stomach for like 6 months before I actually had the courage to put it in my thigh. But it is kind of scary putting it in your stomach just because I had never put a shot in my stomach before. But for some reason, it just really hurts less in the stomach when you put it in there. So that's another thing you can try. Other things, distracting yourself when you're doing it. I sometimes will listen to like really loud or angry music just to get like revved up, and then I'll do it. That's an option. For a while there, when I wasn't eating chocolate, I would give myself like vegan, raw, like ridiculously not chocolate every time I had to do my shot. So that helped me just as motivation. You can also like almost tie it to like a self-care reward type thing where you might like, take a shower or a bath or something and then give yourself your shot and then have like your cup of tea, watch a movie, or maybe, it'd be like right before bed or something and you can just like doze off into that Benlysta sleep, which is deep. That's another thing you could do. One thing I do want to mention is I never give myself the shot after I work out. I did this for a while just because it was something that I could remember. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work out, give myself my shot, go pick up my son, you know, like this whole thing. But what would happen, and I don't know why it does this, and if you are a doctor or a nurse or you know why it does this, please let me know because it is forever a mystery. What would happen was I would put it in my thigh and it would just bubble under the skin. Like it wouldn't go into the fat. And I don't know if it's because my muscles were like swollen from working out or something like that, but it like would just go under the top layer of skin or like the first few layers of skin, and it would like bubble, like I could see it. And that is painful. That is very painful. So I found that if I was like relaxed and hadn't just worked out, then it was able to go in a lot better and not bubble like that. So if you know why it does that, please let me know. And you know, you can play around with it if it helps you to do it right after you work out or something, by all means. And also let me know. Let me know if I'm the weird one. But yeah, that's all I got for that. Just a few like tips and tricks to help it not be the worst part of your week. Because if you are on Benlysta and it's working for you, there is nothing like it. Like, it works so well. I have experienced so much relief from being on Benlysta, and earlier this summer I thought I might need to get off it just because my insurance was being a butt about it and they wouldn't pay for it. I was able to work all that out, and if you want to watch that video on how that worked out, I'm gonna, you know, but Benlysta has seriously been a lifesaver for me, a literal lifesaver. So that's all I have to say about that. If you guys want to hang out more, definitely like, subscribe, do all those fun things, and I will talk to you later. Bye.